One of my favorite songs is not necessarily a happy song. It's more of a worship song. It's more of a crying from the heart song, just in a time of desperation, but it should be a daily song or a daily petition from my heart. Bethel Music has a song with Kimberly Walker Smith. I'm sorry if I got her name mixed up. She's leading this song, and the words are, I need you more than yesterday, more than words can say. I need you, God, more than the day before. And I noticed that when I find myself not in that mindset, not in that heart set of, God, I need you more today than I did yesterday, I find myself dialing back in my walk with Christ. I find myself dialing back and placing my life on autopilot. I think autopilot is the worst thing possible that any believer, any Christian can do in their life. And what is autopilot? Autopilot is depending on yourself to navigate through today, to navigate through your life and not really trust and depend on Jesus. What does autopilot look like? It looks like, well, you know what? I know I need to get up and pray, but I'll skip it today. I know I need to get up and read. I need to do things to pursue God. I need to seek God. What is seeking looking like? Seeking is something that you have to search. You have to be diligent and look. The Bible says, if you seek him, you shall find him. The problem is that we all come into a place where we think, well, I've already found him. I know where he is, and I'll just pick up where I left off yesterday instead of active pursuing him. Like, Lord, I need you more than yesterday. I need to know you more than I already know you. I need to pursue you more than I'm already pursuing you, that it's a continual, constant walk with him. I'll give an example of what I think is a good depiction of autopilot. Jesus is walking on the water. Peter, you know the story. Peter's like, can I come out there with you, Lord? Yeah, come on. And it says that Peter began to sink when he took his eyes off of Jesus. I'm not going to go into all these other things where he didn't have faith or things like that. I don't know what the case was, but the key thing is it says that he began to sink when he took his eyes off Jesus. And that's what happens when we go on autopilot. I take my eyes off Jesus. I stop needing him more than I did the day before. And there's a problem with that, because now I'm storing up my own resources, just like the children of Israel when they're in the wilderness. They were told, hey, just come and get enough manna for today. It's interesting that in the Lord's Prayer, Jesus says that, hey, give us this day our daily bread, meaning that he has resources for today, that you don't have to rely on whatever was yesterday, whatever was what you've been accustomed to, that he has something brand new, like it's brand new mercies every day, that he has something he wants to talk to you about today. He wants something and he wants us to talk to him about today. And we should pursue him. Bible lets us know that in him we live, we move, and we have our being. And then when we become stagnant and we stand still and we go on autopilot, we kind of fall out of sync with God. We don't have that move and we don't have that being, and we are on autopilot, just drifting away from him slowly, not even realizing it because we're not seeking him more. John 15, I think it's the fourth verse, fifth verse, something around that. Probably the fourth through the seventh or eighth verse. He talks about being the true vine and everything. Well, in him, he says that, if you're in him and you're connected to the true vine, he's the vine and we're the branches. And in him, we should be fruitful. But he says outside of him, we can do nothing. And that is what happens when we go on autopilot. We find ourselves being able to do absolutely nothing. Our prayers become stagnant because we're not walking in the will of God. We're not consistently with him. So I'm praying, that this is encouragement to someone else. It's like, really examine your days going forward. Like, have you really stopped and paused and made that awareness, like, God, I really need you more than yesterday. Not because my life is not changed, not because my circumstances hasn't changed, but because I really do need you more. There's more to you than I have accessed in my life. I have more to yield to you that I haven't surrendered to you yet. So God, help my heart be drawn to you. Bible says, he that hungers and thirsts after righteousness shall be filled. So every day, wake up with, Lord, I need to be filled with you and your meal for me, my connection, my relationship to you. I need more of that.